Hey guys, my name is Aisha और आज मैं बात कर रही हूँ काबली पुलाव. Another beautiful episode of Kabli Pulao. You know, I always keep saying it, but it just keeps on getting better and better. It opens up with the whole Shamim sequence. So Shamim, brings in the money that she thinks she owes Haji Saab. I think she's trying to help the family, because I think from Shamim's point of view, she very much sees herself as part of that family, and she sees herself as like Haji Saab's deputy. She takes care of that family in that way. That for me was it's still a very bittersweet thing to see how Shamim is, even while Haji Saab is not there. The only problem is that they use that 6 lakh plus whatever money they have to essentially get Ghaffar that car. Now, Ghaffar for me is such a problematic, like that whole track is so problematic and has been for so long. I mean, I don't understand why Ghaffar is being accommodated by Haji Saab, by the brothers-in-law. Last time we thought that Ghaffar ne jo kiya, usse zyada he can't stoop lower than that with the prostitute coming in. जैसे वो छिड़कता है छम्मों पे और उसको like आग लगाने की कोशिश करता है. I mean, that for me was the lowest point. There was a trigger warning, but again, I want to see a stronger reaction, and I think वो आएगा. Like I have that hope in the writer and director of this show, because I think वो messaging आएगी, and I think that is why they're showing this Ghaffar track as well, because they're trying to, they will show okay, eventually the brother will take a stand for Chammo, and I think I read a comment somewhere on one of the episodes, which I kind of agree with, that I think the problem would be with Ghaffar. I think he would be the one who's impotent, not the wife. So I think that I'm looking forward to seeing how that unravels, but I think that end is near as well. Jab Ghaffar will basically be told to get lost from their lives. Having said that, Sadiq Sameer's acting was spot on. The way his expression changes from that scene with Chammo to when he gets the car and all of that. हमें obviously पता है teaser से कि it's gonna get worse. उसकी demands रुकेंगी नहीं. I think now he wants a showroom as well. गाड़ी उसको मिल गई है, so he will keep trying to milk this family. But as I said, I hope that the end of this misery is in sight. In a different track, Baran shows up. लग रहा है ऐसे कि जैसे he came there on the invite of Haji Mushtaq, or somehow he knows about Haji Mushtaq, and he, somebody has given him the address and the details. So he shows up there. He meets the younger brother Haji Saab का, वहाँ पे shop पे काम करना शुरू कर देता है as a tea boy, I think. उसका भी उन्होंने दिखाया है कि he is still very much in love with Barbeena, जैसे वो अपने दोस्त को कहता है कि मैं 3 साल उसके लिए जिया हूँ, उसके लिए I've survived, जहाँ पे लोग एक दिन भी survive नहीं कर सकते. So I think he's not going to leave without a fight, but I think जब Barbeena and Haji Saab will be faced with the reality of Baran, that will be the real test of Barbeena, whether she will choose Haji Saab or whether she will choose Baran. Or what Haji Saab will say. I have a feeling like Haji Saab will say you go with him, she will say no. So and obviously there's that question as well as to what is the legal status of the marriage between Baran and Barbeena now. But we will see. Coming to my favorite sequences from the episode with Haji Saab and Barbeena. I mean, Haji Saab is so lovely with her, the way he talks to her, the way he takes care of her, वो छोटी-छोटी चीजें. He gets the job and he brings mithai for her, and the way he says to her कि मैं तुम्हें खुश रखना चाहता हूँ. Then the second part of that sequence where Haji Saab and Barbeena are invited to for dinner downstairs by their neighbors, and where Haji Saab and apparently their couple is somebody who society would look at and say it's not an ideal couple, whereas the other couple, the neighbors जो नीचे वाले रहते हैं, they were in love with each other and they have gotten together like that. But again they've shown us कि ज़रूरी नहीं होता कि a couple should look ideal to have that ideal relationship of respect and love with each other. And it was beautiful when Haji Saab started singing, and you could see like Barbeena's expressions changing as well. So Haji Saab is very much somebody who loves culture, which जैसे उसका neighbor भी कहता है कि I think he वो तो music को हराम समझते होंगे, which is not the case at all. He sings those 2 songs as well, and again you can see that whole dynamic between Haji Saab and Barbeena changing. Side note, but I really like the fact that they used Shamuddin's own voice when they were singing, and wherever he was off note as well, they showed that. would just added to how realistic the entire sequence was for me. So overall a strong episode for me. I could see that they've shown that Haji Sb and Barbeena have gone through many different kinds of problems together. Teaser mein abhi lagta hai ki aur bhi problems aayenge. They will, I think the neighbors will make a documentary or something, they will release it, and Haji Sb and Barbeena, who have just barely settled into this house, will have to move again to Lahore to go back to the house and face the reality that they had escaped, presumably. But again, I think abhi tak jo unhone hame dikhaya hai ki this couple of Haji Sb and Barbeena give each other strength, and the strength to basically fight every obstacle that is coming in their way. I think when they go back, then they will be faced with the full scale of problems. There'll be the Baran issue, Shamim issue, Khafar issue, as well as the fact that how do they continue with their lives there. So I'm really looking forward to it. So far, Green TV Ka, this has been the strongest drama. Tell us what you think about it as well. Like, share and subscribe to Orange World TV. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.